Hey everyone, welcome back to the Homestead. This week we're going to be cooking some pork chops and some whipped purple potatoes that we grew, as well as moving the sheep down our little road to a new paddock space and starting the addition onto the hay barn.
Tomorrow night we're going to be grilling up some pork chops. So tonight I'm going to make a brine and let it brine overnight. I'm starting with 3 cups of water in a saucepan, and I'm going to add 1/3 cup of salt, and 1/3 cup of sugar. I'm just going to use maple syrup. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of black peppercorns, 2 tablespoons of juniper berries, and 4 bay leaves. We're going to bring this to a boil to dissolve the sugar and the salt. We want to stop the heating process as soon as the salt's dissolved, because we actually need to get this brine back down to room temperature before we can add the pork chops to it. You can start to smell the herbs. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. There's a little bit of salt left, but I don't always get it all dissolved completely right away, but it will dissolve. And now we need to let it cool. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 more cup of cold water to start the cooling process. Give it an hour, and then we can add our pork chops. The brine is cooled off now, so I'm going to go ahead and add the pork chops to a bowl, and then pour the brine on top. Just covering the chops. I'll go ahead and cover it, put it in the fridge overnight, and tomorrow night we will fry this up.
You got so lucky. Oh, they're happy.
I got it. They don't even care about the alfalfa.
That's what's funny.
Yeah.
They chased you for it, but then now they're just looking at the Jimmy grass.
As you can see, we got a little bit of snow up here in Maine, but man, it does make the trees look really beautiful. But I wanted to take a minute and kind of go through where we finished up with the building or the addition onto the hay barn. So as you can see, we got all the main posts in and the headers attached to them, and we basically what we did, which is we lag bolted those on to really give them support. And then we got all the roof rafters up as well. And now we're basically ready to start putting the roof decking on and then the walls on as well, and that'll be next week. But now it's time to get out of the cold and go cook some dinner. So now that the pork chops that Kim brined overnight are ready, we're gonna basically make a quick pork chop meal. We're gonna fry them in a cast iron skillet and then put them in the oven. We're gonna make some whipped potatoes with our Adirondack Blues, our purple potatoes that we grew. We're also gonna have some of our apple chutney with it that we made from our apples this year, and some of our homemade sauerkraut as well. The cool thing with these blue ones is they do make purple mashed potatoes. Now that we have the potatoes going, we're heating our pan up nice and hot. We'll add some butter. So let these cook for about 2 minutes per side, and then we're going to cook them in the oven until they get to about 140, 145 degrees. And then let them come out and rest for about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to put the thermometer into one of the pork chops. Drop it in a preheated oven. The pork chops are done. They're at 140 degrees, so we're going to pull those out and then let them rest for 5 minutes. And the potatoes should be done probably in about 20 seconds. So we're just going to put the potatoes into the mixer. We found we like whipped potatoes best. And some of our nice local butter. Some of the cream from our milk share. More cream as it splatters everywhere on Kim's clean kitchen. I'm gonna add salt in a minute. So really, once the pork chops are in the brine, the total meal probably took about 15 minutes to put together. So for us, that's really what we consider fast food and stuff. So it's basically pork chop now. Some of the purple whipped potatoes, a little bit of our apple chutney, and then some of our homemade sauerkraut. Thanks for joining us on the homestead today, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.